I think the reason why Tribe Called Quest is still relevant is because it was truth.
The documentary was nominated for a Grammy, which is a huge deal. Won in the Producers Guild Award for Best Documentary. But these are huge things for this documentary that I'm pretty sure no one expected it to get these type of awards or critical acclaim. How does it feel for it to get this recognition, not just amongst hip hop heads, but across international awards base?
It's crazy. I mean, you know, when we were doing this rap stuff or hip hop when we were kids, I never knew it was gonna be this big. I never knew it was gonna be this worldwide and crazy. But I humbly accept, you know what I mean? The Grammys are dope. Most award shows are pretty dope. But when you get nominated in the NAACP Image Awards, I think nominated it as well. And that right there is one of the most important ones to me, because when you get noticed, nominated by your own people, that means a lot, you know what I mean? So we thank you very much. I'm glad I supported the movie from day one, because there was a lot of crazy stuff going on with it, you know what I mean? But it turned out pretty cool.
I've heard that Nas was initially the one who said, people love you guys, they don't know exactly what happened, y'all should do a documentary. Did you feel what Nas was saying initially was accomplished in this documentary?
Yeah, it was, and I wish he was still a part of it. Not sure why he didn't continue being a part of it. I mean, he had his own things to deal with or whatever, but he definitely planted the seed. Michael Rappaport just well, actually, what happened was back in 2006, we had a show at the Wilton Theater, and it was a bunch of who's in Hollywood at the show. It was a great night. And after the show, it was a little meet and greet backstage or whatever, and like this, but it was crowded, you know, actors and actresses for Meet the Parents and all types of stuff, seriously. And Michael Rappaport and Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, he and Q-Tip are good friends. And we were taking a picture together, and Rappaport just blurted, now this is 06, he just blurted out of nowhere, "Yeah, I want to do a documentary on you guys. And you know, us playfully, we were like, do it. You know what I mean? But he had very young kids at the time, so he couldn't really make that time along with his acting duties or what have you. You know what I mean? But he did mention it. Then it was like 2 years, fast forward, 2008, Ali Shaheed Muhammad was doing Rap City right before it was all over. So Nas was the guest MC, and Ali Shaheed happened to be the guest DJ on the show. That's when Nas stepped to Ali and was like, yo, y'all should tell your story, and blah, 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 blah. So they just happened to have the same idea, you know what I mean? And then they came together, Rappaport and Nas, and it was supposed to go down. Nas couldn't continue, and then Rappaport pretty much continued. So that's how it came about. We didn't really know how big and how much of a fanatic Rappaport was with the hip hop. We heard, but we didn't really know how much. But Nas being an artist just like us, it definitely sweetened the deal for everybody. So if that was still able to continue, whether Nas by himself or Nas with Rappaport, it would have been really, really dope. But at the end of the day, it was Rappaport, and to me, it came out really, really hot. At the end of the day, you get to laugh, you get to cry, and most importantly, you get to laugh again. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got out of the movie. That's what I'm hoping everybody else can get out of the movie. I mean, it's real, it's bugged out when you're watching it with your family and your loved ones, but when you're watching it at Sundance with 300 people that you don't know, and you don't really know what the response is going to be, it's even more crazier.
I've never had a problem.
Phife had a problem with me.
If I'm asking you something wrong, say it.
Dude, I'm in a group with you. You're not my dad. That was it for me.
It'd be one interesting documentary.
Q-Tip always wants to protect the legacy of the Tribe Called Quest. Obviously, you do too as well. And maybe that's the reasons why he didn't want it to come out, or he didn't feel like it represented it fairly. But you're like, look, everyone else was just laughing when they were watching it in Sundance, and people don't realize how much, he doesn't realize how much people love him. And if Q-Tip saw this, he probably would have a different opinion on that.
Well, I've come to learn with Q-Tip, he's a reluctant superstar. And there's nothing you can do to change that. If you've been in the industry for 22, 23 years, he's not gonna change. As a 41-year-old man, almost 42, he's not gonna change his ways. Now he's at his best being a studio rat. That's his comfort zone, and I've learned to appreciate that over the years. So at least he's consistent. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, at least he's consistent. It's not a lot of back and forth with him in that. It's like, I'm sure he shows a lot of thanks and gratitude when it comes to being nominated for Grammys and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, it's not really him. He's not gonna have his chest out there all crazy with it. But when he's in the studio and he's formulating a song or making a beat, that's when the ego comes out a little bit. And I can appreciate that, because if you don't tell yourself you're nice, who will? But at the end of the day, I don't think he's always comfortable with 20,000 people like, we love you, da, 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 da. But on the stage, however, that's also his comfort zone. The stage and the studio. Off of the stage, you know, meeting and greeting and signing a bunch of autographs, he might be a little discombobulated with that. He still hasn't gotten used to that. Not sure why, but it is what it is. You know.
What does Dilla mean to you? His contributions, his music?
I guess it's because I've worked with him, like really, really close. You know, I've seen T-shirts that say, J Dilla changed my life. That's an understatement for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if I make a T-shirt, it'll have a whole novel on it.